Bonjour, Nidinway Maganek, Makade Benisanish Nakas Megazay Dordam. Hi, Jaime here. Today I wanted to talk to you a little bit about hormones and how they help you make you feel good, some of the impact that some of those hormones have on our bodies, and a couple of ideas that you can use to help stabilize your mood, feel good, having a great day, all those things. So first we're going to start off with a smudge. I like to smudge because it's a great way to organize my thoughts, set my intentions for the day. It's like clearing a path. Smudge for you. All right, so here we are. Amid the fact that it's November, and between now and December, we're going to have the shortest amount of daylight hours, and that usually has an effect called seasonal affective disorder on a lot of people. That means that the lack of vitamin D produced by the sun in our systems, we start to feel depressed, we start to feel sad, and it's becoming even more important now that we look at different ways of helping take care of our mental health, with the fact that we're adding COVID-19 isolation on top of that. So I'd seen this circulated on social media. I wanted to draw attention to it, but it listed the hormones and different ways to engage them, but it didn't say what those hormones did in our body. So I wrote down notes that I wanted to share with you, and one of the reasons that it's so important is because just how much these hormones can really affect our entire system, not just how we feel. So the 4 hormones to talk about today were dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, and endorphins. So dopamine, that is a hormone that's responsible for part of our motivation. So our desire to actually do something. It impacts our learning. It affects our heart rate, and it can affect our sleep. It affects our overall mood, and it affects our overall attention span. So quite a few things for just that one hormone. So dopamine is that feel-good hormone, and different ways or different things that we can do to help release that hormone in our system is self-care activities. I don't know about you, but if I'm having a really not good time, and I go have a shower and I just really focus on, massage my hair really good and scrub up really good, just that calming sensation of the water running over my skin, and it's like a reset button. It really is. Self-care activities could also be doing your nails. And what if you're sharing that experience over video chat with your friend and be like, hey, check out this new pattern, show me what you're doing, and you're talking and you're visiting, and you're still doing all those engaging things, but you're doing it from a distance, of course. Eating good food. So maybe you cooked something once and it was like, oh, that was the best. Or you had food from one particular restaurant and you're like, yeah, that was great. Now is a great time to bring out, your favorite recipe, or call up your favorite restaurant and say, hey, I want some takeout, and to enjoy some tasty food. Completing a task is another way to really actually feel great. For example, organizing, your bathroom, or hanging up all your laundry after you've washed it and dried it. Just being able to find your stuff is fantastic. And overall, completing tasks doesn't have to be big, huge things. It can be just some small tasks like, organizing a shelf on your bookshelf, taking out things that you really weren't using anymore. They don't really, bring you joy. The Mary Cairo organizing thing that you see those videos. There's also listening to traditional music or even music in general that really actually helps you feel better. Different types of music will trigger different responses in your system. So really calm lullaby music, normally you'd use that for bedtime. It actually helps your heart rate slow down. If you're listening to some really upbeat dance music, well, that's going to get you going like, I should be doing something. So go ahead and do stuff. Combine those things together and enjoy the fact that you're getting something done for you and you're going to feel great. By the way, there's one suggestion that I'll share at the end that fits into all of these categories. It releases all of these hormones. So moving on, we have oxytocin. That particular hormone is very important for bonding and our social relationships, especially for a mother and or a father to bond with a newborn child. So the ways that we can engage that particular hormone is holding a baby. We could also give a compliment. Hey, you know what? That blue shirt looks fantastic on you. Not only does that person feel good, you get to feel good because you see their response like, oh, thanks, someone noticed me today. And that makes you feel good. So go ahead and, give a compliment. Be genuine, of course. A lot of people they really don't respond well when it's not a genuine compliment. Hugging a loved one. So hugging your bestest friend in the whole wide world really helps release that oxytocin in your system. Playing with a pet or petting an animal, whether it be your dog, your cat, maybe you have guinea pigs or gerbils, or you have a pet parrot, whatever it might be, as long as you have a chance to pet them or even play with them. Throw the ball, take them outside, go for a walk. All of those things are good for you and them. Positive self-talk. So saying things like, I know I tried that thing before. I can't really paint very good, but you know what? I'm going to try again today, and I want to paint just a little bit better than I did last time. And to say it more like that rather than, oh, I suck at painting, has a really big impact on your self-image, how you see yourself. And then when you see yourself in a really good way, others are going to notice that. And it helps your self-confidence and your self-image, so you start to feel better overall. Serotonin, that is the mood stabilizer. So if you're already happy, you're likely to stay happy for longer. So smudging and praying. So just the way we did at the beginning of the video, that's actually, for a lot of people, a step off or a jump point to start by doing meditation that way, clearing your thoughts or organizing your thoughts so that you can really focus on you and have a few moments to do some silent meditation, for example, is a great mood booster. Being out in nature, the sound of the leaves crunching under your shoes as you walk in the bush, or the birds, the different sounding birds that are out right now, really has a positive effect. Dancing, exercising, so really getting out there and moving. We're talking like cardio. Anything that gets your heart going, you're going to feel it in your chest. Of course, we want it to be in a good way. But to get out there and actually be doing that kind of exercise is great for you. It's going to have long-lasting beneficial effects as well. Enjoy being out in the sunshine. So we've got a couple of nice days of warm weather. Really hoping that you take advantage of that chance to get out there and just really sit and soak up that sunshine. Enjoy it. Have a cup of tea. Make sure you get out for a walk today. That'll really actually make you feel good. Serotonin's, like I said, a mood stabilizer. It contributes to your overall feeling of well-being. It really is one of the key hormones for happiness. It aids in your sleeping, in your eating, and in your digestion. So all in your midsection area. We carry a lot of stress, and when we do carry stress, we internalize it. You ever have that moment of your guts go all gurgly, like, and you're like, oh, that doesn't feel very good? It's because you're carrying that stress physically, and it's having an impact. And then we have endorphins. Endorphins are the natural pain reliever, and they can actually help us continue to function in times of stress, in times of pain, when we're injured. So you can actually keep going, and it doesn't seem to hurt as bad. It alleviates depression. It helps reduce anxiety, helps reduce stress overall, and it boosts our overall self-esteem. So the different ways to engage the endorphin hormone would be laughter. We're not talking like, that was funny. We're talking like laugh till you're crying so you can almost not breathe, and to laugh with other people. Laughing really hard, that really belly laugh, is going to have some great endorphins associated with it. Some scientists say eating dark chocolate and partaking with essential oils or traditional medicines, even if it triggers a memory where it was a very good memory and you felt good at that time, it'll still have the same effect now as when you smell it, or you smell that particular scent that was around at that time of that memory. Movement or exercise, like running, like hauling logs out of the bush, chopping wood, hauling stones for a sweat lodge. We're talking like that really challenging physical effort stuff that pushes you a little bit, and you feel like, I know I did something today. I know I worked hard. And those activities have more opportunity to create those endorphins in your system. Creating art also, whether it be painting, whether it be sewing, anything like that. And then that actually crosses two different things. So completing a task, maybe you finish sewing a skirt, and well, technically that's creating art. You feel great because now you got two different kinds of hormones that are making you feel good. And then also going into a sauna or going into a sweat lodge. I can't tell you how great it feels to be, coming out of a sweat lodge, especially a nice hot one, and you come out in that cool air. It could be 30 degrees outside and, swimming hot, but you come out of a sweat lodge and it feels amazing. It feels like a cool breeze. Those are just a few ideas, and a little bit about the 4 hormones that help you feel well. And here's one that studies have shown it engages all 4 of those hormones. And even if you're just talking about a memory, singing actually engages, it's counted as a physical exercise because you're using your diaphragm and you're training your lungs to breathe a certain way while you're forcing the air through your vocal cords, basically. It actually changes your heart rate. And scientists are saying that singing a song rather than just talking about a good memory or a good experience released more hormones overall than just talking or just meditating or just giving a compliment. So that actually hit all 4 of those quadrants, releases dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, and endorphins with one activity. So turn up your radio, sing like no one's listening, sing from your heart, sing right from your belly, and really belt it out. So with that, I wanted to share those ideas with you today, and really hope that you're able to look at your mental health as something that you can actually do these activities and feel good. And when you're able to share them with a friend, like I said, video chat or calling a friend, singing together, for example, it's a fantastic way to stay in touch and check on those people in your life who you care about, for example. So with that, I'll say Kachimigwech for listening. Have a great day.